We are back once again for the Gunz Picks NFL preview show powered by the DadBodds YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to DadBodds, well, you should do it right now while you're watching this video. And make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications that come for this video or any other videos that are coming from the DadBodds PodCast YouTube channel throughout 2022. Last week on the wildcard rounds, we went 3-1 on our picks, and we are going to continue the momentum into the divisional rounds. So enough about the banter, enough with the promotions. Let's just get into NFL Divisional Round picks right now.
Pick number one.
For pick number one, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Bucks minus 2.5 versus the LA Rams. Now, the LA Rams are coming off a brilliant Monday Night Football win, 34-11 over the Arizona Cardinals that just weren't ready for that game. The way they did that is they used Cam Akers to run the ball and create from the pass. I don't think they're going to be able to do that versus a top rushing defense that Tampa brings to the table. Now, Tampa is coming off a 33-15 win where they basically took over and dominated on the turnover ratio +3. So they are carrying this into momentum, and it's a home game for Tampa. Also a revenge spot for them as they lost to the Rams earlier in the season, 34-24, where they put up 411 yards of total passing in that game, but it was still a loss nonetheless. Also, you got to look at the LA Rams as far as their secondary is concerned. They are depleted there in the secondary, and they had to actually bring Eric Weddle back from retirement to fill in for the empty spots, and I think Tom Brady has the ability to expose them in that regard. Also, Tampa Bay is 7-2 against the spread at home this year, and you have the LA Rams that are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 playoff games, and they have not performed well on the road, 4-5 against the spread on the road this year. Also, you got to look how they perform versus playoff teams. They have a much less record than the Tampa Bay Bucks. So with all that being said, I think Tampa's going to be ready to play in a revenge spot, and you always have to go with the GOAT in playoff games, as he is 35-11, and he is actually going for the record of having more wins than any other franchise as far as playoff games are concerned. So with all that being said, all the statistics applied, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Bucks minus 2.5 as the play.
Pick number two.
For pick number two, I am rolling with the Kansas City Chiefs money line minus 130 over the Buffalo Bills. Now, KC has been on a tear. They've won 9 out of the last 10 games. 5-1 straight up versus playoff teams in that run, and a +10 point differential at home this season. Not too bad for the KC Chiefs. Also, you got to look at this as a revenge spot for Kansas City. They lost to Buffalo 38-20 in their first matchup, but that was predicated on -4 turnover ratio for the game. I don't see that happening in this spot. Plus, you got to look at the situation for Buffalo. When they played them in the first matchup, they had top corner Tre'Davious White. He will not be in the lineup, so that's going to be tough for the secondary to try to guard those tough receivers. Also, Buffalo, I know they have one of the top defenses as far as against the pass. They are number 1 in DVOA, but they haven't really faced any good passing teams. If you actually break down the good passing teams they faced, which is the Tampa Bay Bucks and Kansas City, they gave up 351 yards of passing to Tampa Bay and 272 to Kansas City. Also, Kansas City is on a 10-1 straight up run as a favorite, and Buffalo is 2-5 against the spread versus KC, 2-4-1 against the spread after a cover. So with all that being said, I like KC in the revenge spot to win this outright. That's why I'm taking them on the money line. I'm getting rid of the spread. Give me KC money line minus 130 as the play.
Pick number three.
Pick number three, I'm going back to the Tampa game, but I'm looking at a total here, and I'm going under 48.5 in this game. Now you got to look at both defenses for the Rams and the Bucks. The Rams are 5th rated in defensive DVOA, and you have Tampa ranked 9th in overall defensive DVOA. Both teams are great on defense. Actually, if you look at the points per game allowed, the LA Rams only allow 17 points per game, where Tampa allows 20 points per game, but only 17 points per game at home. Now you got to look at both teams, how they did last week. They both put up 30-plus points in their wild card round. Usually when that happens, I like to fade them as far as the total is concerned, because I really think both teams will regress offensively, especially playing the good defenses here. Also, you got to look at the previous matchup. The total doesn't really make sense. The final total in the previous matchup was 58, and in 2020 it was 51. And you have the total right now sitting at 48.5. That should be a red flag to any better. So what I see here, I see teams being a little bit more methodical, especially going against good defenses. There'll be a lot more 3 and outs. There'll be a lot more punts. I think this is going to be a low-scoring affair, but I think the Tampa Bay Bucks will prevail overall. So I'm going to be going under 48.5 as the play. Bonus pick time, and we are here with a 3-team money line parlay for the bonus, and I'm taking this: the Kansas City money line, the Tampa Bay money line, and the Tennessee money line, plus 370 as the bonus pick. I'm picking the winners here. I gave you my reasoning for Kansas City. I gave you my reasoning for Tampa Bay. With Tennessee, they're playing at home, they're rested, and potentially King Henry will be back in the lineup, and I like that a lot, especially against an inexperienced young Cincinnati Bengals team. I think this is going to be at least a victory for Tennessee, so I'm carrying that over with my reasoning for Tampa Bay and Kansas City, and I'm parlaying it into a money line plus 370 as the bonus play. That's going to wrap it up for this week's Gunz Picks NFL preview show, powered by the DadBodds YouTube channel. If you haven't liked, subscribed, or hit the bell for this YouTube channel, please do so now. And if you want to send some comments, positive or negative, I will read them all and respond to them. But that'll do it. Here's the recap. It's over my shoulder right now. So hopefully you guys cash tickets with me all the way through the Super Bowl. Good luck, everybody. And as always, let's keep digging.